How should I do this? Hello everyone, my name is Byeeee. I'm here to give you that extra study buddy motivation. I want to share a little bit of the student body so you guys know who you're going to be studying with in the Discord. A couple of you are small babies, a couple of you are wise older ones, but the majority of you are 15 to 23. And I'm looking over here because the stuff is over here. A lot of you had the same goals. A lot of you mentioned anatomy, composition. You guys said you wanted to learn the fundamentals, have a structured guide to become more productive, have people to learn with to be more productive. Some of you mentioned that you're new to Notion, so you might have a lot of questions. That's totally okay. Please ask as many questions as you may have. I don't want this to be too Notion tutorial based because even I had a hard time watching those videos, so I don't want to do that to you guys. I'm going to give you guys a tour of the Notion, like a really brief one, and then I'm going to show you how to use it. And then I'm going to announce a sponsor we have and a competition. So they're sponsoring a competition for us, so stay tuned till the very end. So this is the front page. There are links to the journal, the study guide, and the hello page. I have some brief tips. I really want to emphasize taking your time and always remember to rest. On the bottom, there will be credit for any photos I use. This is briefly the journal. I'll go into these things on the side a little later. This is what the study guide looks like. This is the music. There's a link to the notes, a link to the assignments. I have instructions if you need something to quickly reference to. This should help. This is the syllabus. This is really important because I have kind of like a little schedule for us. The dates I have here, they're not for you to follow necessarily, but more of like this is when the YouTube videos for these will come out. You can watch them to gain some motivation, do our homework together. But if it starts getting overwhelming to watch new things to learn all the time, I wouldn't advise watching it until you actually get to that study topic. If anything, rewatch the old one while you're still studying it. You can look through like this stuff later yourself. These notes and assignments, they exist, so these links over here can exist. This contact me page is just it's a link to our Discord. There's all vocab. If you run into vocab, you could keep them in there. Homework answers. Don't abuse this. I don't want you to get frustrated because you just can't figure out what the answer is, so that's why this is here. It's not so you can be like, oh, it's homework time, let me just fill it in with the homework answers, because you're here to learn, okay? You're not here to coast by, right? Like, it's all your goals, so you better not be doing that. Archives, if you want to archive anything, drag anything, I just kind of did it for this. Like the feel of it, it's like a trash can. I don't see anyone like throwing anything away in there though. These are our study topics: basics, anatomy, perspective, color, rendering style, and extra stuff. This is kind of what it looks like if we open it up, and we'll go into this later. This is where this video is going to go. This is a quick little about, link to my shop, social media links, link to the Discord. Want to buy me a coffee and donate for my efforts. Our beta testers on the bottom, you guys are awesome. The quick menu is basically on every single page except for the homework answers page, because I don't really want to encourage going there except when you really need it, and the home page, maybe a few other random miscellaneous ones. But anyways, each page will have these quick menus. I try to put the pages that I feel like people most want to go to on the current page they're on. So right here we have all the homepage links. You'll also have bread links where you can go back a page. And let me show you an example of both of them on a different one. In rendering or style. So the quick menu here will have links to the notes and the homework, including the homepage links. And then the bread links here, it has more pages to go back to get to the original homepage, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Let's do a mini Notion tutorial. It's really simple. You can type, you highlight it, and you turn it into a code. You can change the color. You can click the side and change the color for the whole thing like that. Before you write anything at all, you can press slash, and there's a bunch of different items you can choose to have in a page. You can embed images, videos, you can create quotes, headings. Oh, you can access that by pressing this plus button. The slash button is a shortcut, so you could like type it page and then press enter. That's the end of our short Notion tutorial. So this is kind of what it's gonna be like. So you're on the home page and you're like, I I need to study today. So you go to the study guide and you pick the one that you're going to be studying. I need to really practice my anatomy. You see basics of anatomy, skeleton, muscles, fat, face, head, and you're like, I think I need to work on my hand anatomy. But like I said, I would recommend going to the syllabus and going through the topics one by one. Even if you feel like you got it, I would at least look over it just to absorb any extra information that you might have not known. Now we're at the hand anatomy. You can look at the resources that I used. And these resources, I'll have links to them, so you can check them out. This one right here is available at Barnes & Nobles if you want to just go look at it. And then we have 21 Drawing. This is one of their courses. This is my favorite course. I would recommend learning from them. Instructor Maria did a really good job at teaching me the basics as a beginner back in early February this year. So if you don't want to pay for anything and you just want to kind of learn casually for now without committing, you'll click the free alternatives. Okay, so I'm going to be listing usually videos, sometimes articles. I tell you down here what you should expect in the videos and the homework, and I tell you this is where you can find us, reach out for help, share your homework, and this is my coffee link again. That's plastered just everywhere. Okay, so the homework is listed here, but you can keep track of that in the assignments section. I'll show you that in a second. This is just like a quick brief. So you can access my hand anatomy notes straight from here. But I'm going to show you the longer way if you just want to head over there instead of looking at that. Say you looked at the hand anatomy brief stuff yesterday and you're ready to just dive into the notes. You can click link right here and then you find hand anatomy. Right here you can track your progress. Currently studying, haven't studied yet, and done studying. So right now, since we're studying hand anatomy, I'm going to click currently studying. We open that. You can like totally use my notes as a reference. You should watch the video first. You have an option to write your own notes. Highly recommend writing your own notes. I think writing your own notes helps your brain understand, oh, this is like what's important. That's why I'm writing it down. At the very bottom of the notes is the same thing. Homework, it lists it just to tell you what's there, and then the Discord and the copy link. When we go to the assignments page, it looks like this. We're learning hand anatomy, so I'm going to put currently working on hand anatomy homework. And when we open that, you see the homework. You can check them off like this. You know what? This one isn't very aesthetic. It's kind of hard to look at. Let's look at a different one. Okay, this looks nice. Sometimes I'll have questions for you to answer. When used correctly, color guides viewers to a blank blank. Write down the term and definition of these. And this is some application homework. Create a piece that utilizes one of the color harmonies. Before you begin, make sure to have a mood in mind. Feel free to use one of the references below. So far we've picked hand anatomy and the subtopics. We're checking out the notes. We're currently working on the assignment, right? You go over to Majestic Sock Cafe, the homepage, and then you can click journal and grow. This is where you can track your progress and goals, overall goals you can write down. Learning hand anatomy, brain dump. This just exists in case you randomly, while you're like studying hand anatomy, you're like, oh, I really need to do laundry. And you just write laundry. Just so like when you do get distracted with those thoughts, instead of going to go do them or forgetting to do it later, you can quickly dump it in the section and then focus on what you're currently trying to focus on. I guess learn hand anatomy. So right here we have planners, plan future days with events like watch Majestic Socks video. These are like extra things you can use. Reflect. Say last month you feel like you're really tired, you did too much. You can reflect and say, remember to take it slow. Something like that. Notes, goals, actions. Here you write down actions you want to keep in mind this month, like research this stuff, blah blah blah. My battery's dying, so I got a speed. Oh my god. Okay, I mean obviously just like write down like stuff you have to do. Right now I'm working on gesture drawings. Write it down every week. Goals, priorities, notes, another reflection thing, little calendar if you want to keep track of the dates. Daily planner, pretty self-explanatory. I'm gonna close that. Journal, keep track of your notes. Right now I am working on 2 So you write down journals and it's like, wow. And a quick little message from me, you can do it. Art habit tracker, these are days, and then every day can be like, yay, it's like rewarding yourself for doing small things. I remember to take breaks. I feel like that one's such a nice one. You're rewarding, there's like a reward to taking a break. What? You can archive it by dragging it there. Mood trackers is like the same thing as the other one, except it's weekly. This date part contains 7 days, and you could do it by clicking the date, and then yeah, that's how you set the date. shade. Right here you have a bunch of different ones. You can add another one by typing it in. You can change the color by clicking this part. Oh my god, speed. I think that's pretty much it. The Discord, make sure when you get in here you click the sock, okay? Otherwise you won't be able to see the channels. We still have like 30 people who haven't clicked them. Here's like all the Notion study guide stuff. So Notion announcements, Notion questions. This is where like anything about like Notion, if you're like, how do I figure this template thing out? How do I create text? Right here. Notion chat. Homework share, show your homework here. Homework help, ask for homework help here. And then we have other things, but like this is just Discord stuff. I got in contact with 21 Draw, the site that I learned basically most of my art foundation from. They said that they would sponsor a competition for us. Basically, you guys are gonna submit your artwork. We're gonna pick 5 people to receive a free membership for a whole entire year, unlimited courses. I'm kind of speechless. I basically was like, hi, I like you, and I think my kids would like you too. They basically said they were down to reward you guys for learning. How cool is that? I hope a lot of you guys will take the opportunity and try to get this free membership for a year. If you want to see what they have, check out the link in my description box. Right now, they're doing a really cool thing. Up until November 29th, you can buy a membership and gift an annual membership for free. So you and your friend could get unlimited classes for $20 to $5 each. These are their artists. Kim Jung-gi. They have Loish, Maria. I know the most about her because I've taken a lot of her classes. She's worked with like Disney and like, I forget a bunch of pictures. Disney was the one that stuck out to me because we all know Disney. They're all professional artists. That's the takeaway here. It's basically like art school for $50. For now, we're not collecting competition entries because I want you guys to focus on learning, focus on the homework, really focus on your growth, okay? I'm going to collect it from April 1st to the 13th. I'm going to judge them based on how much you were able to apply what you have learned. And I'm super aware that not everyone will have done everything. I think that's very unrealistic. I spent a month on gesture drawing alone, a month on hands alone. Please, please, please take your time. Do not rush. Instead, list the lessons that you have studied, taken notes on, and I'm going to check because there is a homework section, remember? So keeping you guys accountable, right? So you're going to be submitting an art piece. It's going to be either an art portrait or a full body piece because the Notion kind of has a heavy emphasis on people and like the whole anatomy section. You're going to submit a list of the lessons you have studied. Artwork that was previously made is not allowed. You have to have submitted at least 3 Notion assignments in the Discord channel from December 1st to April 13th because I want to motivate you guys to do that homework, okay? Oh, I forgot to mention, the winners, your artwork will be shown on all of my social media and on 21 Draw's Instagram story, so that's really cool. See you next week for clean lines. You got this and good luck. Bye!